Hi, today we're going to be looking at a simple program on decision making. What is decision making? It is to basically use some data to decide if certain parts of the program should be executed or not. So let's get started with our program. Of course, the details, the theory behind it, you can look at the lecture slides to get a better understanding. So what we're going to do is we are going to declare a variable called marks, and we're going to ask the user to input his marks. Okay, so as we have seen before, what we need to do is we need to have a printf statement, say enter your marks, okay, semicolon, and what must we do to capture the user input? We must do a scanf statement, and within the scanf statement we must put the identifier. So integer means we must put a %d, and right after the double quote you must put a comma and ampersand marks. So at this point of time, when we execute, we will capture the user's marks. Okay, and of course to confirm that, we can always do a printout. You entered %d marks. Okay, so for the decision making, what we need to we can use different we can approach it different ways. Today I'm going to show you the if else statement. So the if else statement basically checks if some condition is true. So what is the condition I want to check? I want to check if the marks is greater than or equal to 50. So we say that if that is the case, then he has passed. Okay, so I can say printf, okay, you pass. So what will happen when you execute your program and you reach this line here? The software will check if your marks satisfies this condition. If you satisfy this condition, whatever is within these curly braces will be executed. If you do not satisfy this condition, then it will straight away from this line jump to the line just after the curly braces. Okay, so it will skip this entire code. So this is to just check if this condition is true. If now I run this program, what will you see? Okay, so let's try it out. So let's save it first. Okay, the decision making, then we execute, we compile and run. Okay, so you see that if I enter a marks of, let's say, 51, it says, hey, you passed, you know. Okay, so let's run it again. And now if I say I enter 45, it says you enter 45 marks, but it doesn't say you failed or anything else. All right, so why is that so? Because currently we only have a statement to check if a condition is true. Okay, so in this case where you only have two options, correct, it's either true or false, yes or no. You can supplement this if with another statement known as the else. How does this work? Very simply put, if this condition is true, that means whatever I specify in the if bracket is true, you will execute whatever is in the curly braces. If this condition is not met, it will automatically execute whatever is in the else braces. Okay, so it's automatic decision making. It's either I select this option or I select this option. One of it will definitely be executed. Okay, so I can say printf, okay, you fail. Okay, so let's run this again. Okay, let's save and I compile and run. And now if I key in 45, it will say you fail. Okay, and of course you can run again to see. If I key in 59, what happens? You passed. Alright, so that is a sort of a neat introduction to the if else statement. Of course, we're going to be looking at other a lot more variations to the if else. So there are a lot of variations to if else in terms of nesting it, in terms of adding more conditions. Currently, we only have a single condition. How can I add more conditions, okay, to decide if some code should be executed or not? So we're going to be looking at that in subsequent lectures. Okay, thank you for watching.